Welcome, my name is Ricky, and this is the second of my Skyrim stories, Skyrim's Civil War Spy. This is Morgana, or Morgan for short. She's a high elf that's come to Skyrim with the specific intention of joining the Stormcloaks and ending the war in the Stormcloaks' favor. I'll talk about why in a minute. Unfortunately, she's found herself in a bit of a predicament here in Helgen, and hopefully we can get out of that.
Nothing. Carry on.
What was that? He is right.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
I don't know. You really think Tiber Septim would want you to destroy the Empire? I mean, just think about that for a second. This is a man who founded the Empire, and you want to destroy it. Just in case anyone's wondering.
Next, the High Elf.
Oh, that's me. I mean, Morgan. Yeah. So her name is actually Morgana, as I said. But we're going to call her Morgan because she's never liked Morgana.
Prisoner.
To the block, prisoner.
Just FYI. So her name is Morgan in the game. And yeah, this is the second time I've used Morgan, but I like the idea of Morgana being her name. So. Man, I hope something comes along to save us.
What in oblivion is that?
Sentries. What do you see?
It's in the clouds.
Oh, hey, did something come to save us? That's a coincidence. I mean, it is, but it's also not. Okay, so, let's follow Ralof, and by follow, I mean run ahead of him. We are playing on the Switch. I don't know if I mentioned that. This is the Switch version of the game. I did mention it at the end of last week's Bard in Skyrim, but anyway. So, alright. I'm gonna just come up here and see what's going on up here. Hey, ooh, that's not good. So, Morgan is actually from Cyrodiil, and can't climb through that thing. There we go. She's actually from Cyrodiil. She was born and raised in Cyrodiil. Her parents were, a little while back, a couple of years ago, were killed in a fire set by some Imperial neighbors of hers. And, she was, thankfully, she was selling her produce. She was selling their produce at the market, the local market, and that's why she was spared. This is not looking good for Helgen, is it? So after that, she ran and fled and went to a village where she was caught stealing for food. She tried to get a regular job, but as it turns out, Imperials not a huge big fan of high elves. Better than Stormcloaks, mind you. Better than the Nords, but not a lot better. Okay, so we're going to follow Ralof because that's what we're doing. So she was arrested, and my hands are still bound, that's right. So she was arrested, and she was in prison. She actually met this guy, this wood elf, on his way to Skyrim to become a bard. She doesn't know what happened to him, but yes, it was a dragon. Please cut my hands free. No, cut my hands free. You know, Hadvar would have already had my hands free by now. I just want you to know that. Hadvar would already have my hands cut off. Or, free, not off. That would be weird. Thank you.
Get that armor on.
Right.
And give that axe a few
How about instead, we go over to illusion, and we put, yeah, I know, put Fury on. Yeah, I can do motion controls with magic. It's fine. And we come stand over here, and we just wait. So, this group of high elves showed up. They were in very fancy robes. Showed up and told her that they would pay her bounty if she did something for them, which was to go to Skyrim, infiltrate the Stormcloaks, and get them to win it, and get them to win the Civil War at however she could do that. And so that's what she's going to do. The reason, so this group of Thalmor, they're Thalmor, but they're not. No, not me. Hadvar look-alike. Come over here. Thank you. Ralof, would you just a little bit, Ralof? Thank you. My magic is low. Alright, well, I'll just save my magicka. Anyway, so... Thank you, Ralof. So this Thalmor group, this group that set her free, is a splinter group inside the Thalmor that truly believes the best way for the Thalmor to conquer Tamriel is for the civil war in Skyrim to end in favor of the Stormcloaks. Now, this does mean that the... that would have been bad. I'm glad you told me to look out. That does run sort of in conflict with the rest of the Thalmor that want this civil war to go on as long as possible, so that way the Empire and Skyrim are both incredibly weak when they want to go in and kill and actually take over all of Skyrim, or all of Tamriel, rather. Normally I do this with Hadvar, because I like Hadvar better than Ralof, and I like Hadvar's family better than Ralof's family. I mean, his nephew's an idiot, and... Hadvar's niece is a far more intelligent human being. So, I mean, his nephew wants to turn his dog into a frostbite spider. Yeah, I got the things. Let's go.
Done?
Yeah.
Let's get moving.
So anyway, so that's why she came to Skyrim to... And she actually did. She even met Ulfric Stormcloak. And then they got captured.
Looks like there's something in this cage.
Okay.
It's locked.
Ooh, right. The real advantage, by the way, to taking, to going with Ralof is that he gives you lockpicks. Yeah, I know how to motion control this thing. Oh, and look at that, one shot. Spelltome Sparks. So, I don't know if I mentioned this, but she is an illusionist conjurer. And what that means is that we will be... using illusion magic and conjuration magic. Specifically, we will be frenzying, calming, and rallying people, and also bringing people back from the dead to fight for us. And maybe occasionally using the bound bow if we go get it. But we won't do too much into archery, just literally the bound bow itself. It's pretty powerful, and it'll be quite rare that we use it. That's a good point. You really shouldn't wait. Dadgum. Stormcloaks. Ah, I missed. Really, I'm just trying to level up my... Guys, I'm trying to... Well, that was sucky. Okay. Stop moving so much! I will tell you that right now, motion controls are so much better to aim than anything else, in my opinion. So yeah, so that's what we're going to be. That's how we're playing the game. We're just doing the Civil War. And also Dragon Rising, and I'll talk more about that next week. So as we play through this, I'll tell you a little bit more about how she got into Skyrim, and you know, a little bit about that life in between there. I mean, there's less here in terms of story, because her life has basically just been living on a farm, to parents being killed, to then her coming to Skyrim. She's much younger than Daniel. And also, this is a different universe than Daniel lived in. It's an alternate universe. Oh, right. That one. And then that one. Oop, my sneak went up. So we aren't going to be sneaky, but we are going to be a little sneaky. I probably won't put any points into sneak as a perk, because we probably won't get too high a level. But we might get higher level than we got with Daniel. I missed. I'll hit this one. I hit that one. But he's not coming down. Now get your bow out and get him on the ground. I'm going to hit him again. I'm just trying to get my illusion up. I care less about my sneak right now. I care much, much more about illusion. Bye, Alduin. Never gonna see you ever. That's someone else's problem.
Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
I mean, you did pretty much all the work. You realize that, right? Like, all I did was cast Fury on people, and it didn't really help much.
If anyone will know what the coming of the dragon means, it's Ulf.
Why? He's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's doing. Your weird worship of Ulfric Stormcloak is always weirded me out. Like, we get it, you're obsessed with the guy, but like, he's just a man. He's a man who can shout one thing. So, Standing Stone time, the Thief Stone, obviously the Mage Stone, and the Warrior Stone. Also, I've given some thought to starting, but not even doing anything in it, but starting the College of Winterhold stuff, just so that way I have access to the expert level spells for illusion, because you can only get them from Phineas there in the, or however you say his name, whatever his name is, in the thing. Hey, wolves, I want to fight you. And by I want to fight you, I mean I want you guys to fight each other. There we go, okay. I'm going to, pick up the wolf pelts. And then I'm going to run, because I don't know calm, I only know fury. And we're not using destruction spells. I'm going to pretend that we don't even have destruction spells. If we were playing on the PC, I might figure out a way to mod to. Would you stop it? Help! Sven! Help! Sven's mom! Help!
Someone do something. Never should have
You know,
been here.
Carlotta would want you to kill him. Thank you. How did we beat him here so quickly?
Nobody here knows what happened yet. Come on. Gerda's probably working in her lumber mill.
How did I beat you here so quickly? Why do you walk here? You're the one who's like, the Imperials are going to be swarming this place pretty soon. We better get out of here. And then you just take a leisurely stroll to Riverwood.
Uncle Ralof, can I see your axe? How many Imperials have you killed?
Wow,
Do you really
your dog looks just like a frostbite spider, man.
We stopped in Helgen this morning, and I thought it was all over. Had us lined up to the headsman's block and ready to start chopping.
The cowards.
Yeah, that's right.
Dare give Ulfric a fair trial. Treason for fighting for your own people.
I mean, it is
All
treason.
of
It's
Skyrim
literally
sees the
treason.
truth then.
That's what he's doing. You guys are rebelling against the Empire. It is treason against the Empire. It's not...
You don't mean a
It's literally open and shut, man.
I can hardly believe it myself. And I was there.
I'm not saying it's fair. I'm just saying it's treason.
There is something you could do for me.
Uh-huh.
All of us here.
You want me to go
The Jarl needs to know
tell
if there's
Jarl
a dragon
Ulfric
on the loose.
about the dragon?
Riverwood is defenseless.
Yeah, really?
We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can.
You know he's loyal to the
If you
Empire,
do
right?
that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Just FYI. Let's see what he has. He has Frostbite, Fury, Lesser Word, Oak Flesh, and... Oh, he's got Raised Zombie. He has Raised Zombie. Excellent. We escaped the dragon, we got out of Helgen, and made it to Riverwood. Next week, Bleak Falls Barrow, because we have to do Bleak Falls Barrow. I will talk about that more next week. This has been Skyrim Civil War Spy. Thank you for watching, and come back soon for more Skyrim.